Hi everyone, it's Elise here, and I just wanted to give you a bit of just a 5 or 6 minute snippet really of thoughts. I every year go through the course in miracles, and in recent days come across lesson 233, which is one of my favourites actually, and it picks up on a sort of wider theme that cuts through the course. The idea for the day, the lesson is, I give my life to God to guide today. And there is an earlier lesson, which is, I place the future in God's hands, which frankly, from my point of view, is probably the best place that you could put it. After all, we don't even know what's going to happen in the next half hour. So how could we possibly know what would be the right thing to do in 6 months' time, or a year, or 10 years down the road? It's just a little bit silly. So I was just going to ramble on just for a few minutes about this lesson here, number 233, which I'll read because it's one of the shorter ones. We're in part 2 of the course now, for those of you who are familiar with it. So here we go. I give my life to God to guide today. Father, I give you all my thoughts today. I would have none of mine. In place of them, give me your own. I give you all my acts as well, that I may do your will, instead of seeking goals which cannot be obtained and wasting time in vain imaginings. Today I come to you. I will step back and merely follow you. Be you the guide and I the follower, who questions not the wisdom of the infinite, nor love, whose tenderness I cannot comprehend, but which is yet your perfect gift to me. I think the thing about this is that we often think that we just know best, and why on earth would you want to get anybody else involved, let alone a deity or a divinity that you can never actually see. And most of us aren't even really sure if he's around or not. And is God actually a woman? We don't know. I mean, God is neither. Certainly in my cosmology, the infinite is exactly that. There is no form to it that we could say, well, that's God over there standing in the corner. It also sort of comes back as well to the other teachings that I enjoy, which is Ho'oponopono. And one of the great proponents of that, as you may know, was Dr. E. Haleakala Hugh, who was very keen on letting the divine take the lead and guide the way. And to that end, he was very much into waiting for inspiration and taking time to listen to what I guess some of us might call the still small voice within, the little nudge, the sort of wink that sort of leads you in a certain direction, the little nudge or whatever that sort of prompts you completely out of nowhere to say something, to raise something, to ask someone a particular question, or to say something in particular during a meeting. I've certainly found it very useful, in my life generally, just to when things are potentially going to get difficult, as they sometimes can, just to say, God, this is yours. you can deal with it. I'll just sit here. But if you have anything that you'd like to say through me, then just let me know and I'll raise it. And that's basically what I've been doing now, with what I think anyway is a reasonable amount of success over many months. There is another prayer in the course, which is a prayer that I use every day, which is, tell me where you would have me go, what you would have me do, what you would have me say, and to whom. And I think that's a very good way of living. I try and take my hands off as much as possible in my life and listen out for the inspiration, because that's really what you want to get in touch with. And this is a theme that I would like to keep touching on as these little vignettes and vlogs, I guess you might call them, carry on. But I hope that today, or for the rest of the day and maybe tomorrow, you will say, all right, God, let's do an experiment. I'm going to give it a test. I'm going to sit back, but you show me what you can do and I'll do it. And if it goes horribly wrong, then I'll stop doing it. Have we got a deal? And I'm sure that the divine will be quite happy to take you at that and to show you exactly what it can do if you will only just give it a chance. So please do have a go with that. And in the meantime, take good care of yourself, and I'll speak to you soon.